One of the reasons why Experiment 27 as a company took off versus all of the other entrepreneurial stuff I tried in the past was I made a decision very early on in Experiment 27's life to hire people. And then while I focus on the sales, have somebody focus on the production aspects of the business. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about those first 4 people that I hired, how the company progressed into where it is now, and give you some advice on your hiring, how you should make that decision to hire your first few people to take over production. So let's jump into it. When Experiment 27 started, I was still working full-time at Dom & Tom, and that meant I didn't have a lot of time. I had maybe 2 hours in the morning to send cold emails or make calls before work started, so like 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So that meant if I couldn't work on projects throughout the day, work would not be getting done. So I realized that I needed to hire somebody to do the work. The first business that we got into was I was selling social media services, white label for another company. And in order to sell these services, I hired a cold caller on Upwork. His name was Redjel, and he was from the Philippines. I think I paid him like $8 an hour. And he would call these companies to sell their social media services. And he would also follow up with cold email. And I put that on a credit card. And I paid him for maybe a week, and I realized that we weren't seeing very many results. So I made my second hire, which was a sales trainer. His name was Justin, that I also found on Upwork. And I hired him. He was like $30 an hour, but his job was to train Redjel to sell better. That was his entire job, is to train Redjel to sell better and maybe scale it out and build like a lead generation system. That hire was too early. I should have been doing that. And that was our initial mistake. And I think that's one of the reasons why that project didn't take off. So in the end, after about a month, I think I spent about $4,000, maybe $5,000 just on those 2 dudes trying to figure out the system of selling social media services, only to have that ultimately fail, right? That was not an idea we went with. So then I started selling copywriting, email marketing. And for our first email marketing clients, I had a meetup in New York where every month a bunch of brand and marketing managers would come. And I started pitching people at this meetup, telling them that we did copywriting. And I sold one deal. It was with a t-shirt company. And this t-shirt company wanted their emails rewritten so that they could sell more via email. So I hired Kyle, also on Upwork. So actually 3 of the 4 people that I hired originally just came from Upwork. And I would post up these job postings. Here's a picture of a job posting that I would use on Upwork. And I'd post this up, wait for people to come back, and just send them work. Kyle was, I think, $20 an hour, but I was getting paid $50 an hour or something like that. So it was a good profit. Kyle did the first few copywriting projects, and actually things started going really well with Kyle. The company started making a little bit of money, and I was doubling down on this, and then Kyle just went silent. He just dropped off the map. So that was it with Kyle. Then the last hire that I made, the 4th hire, was Robert, the guy who eventually ended up becoming the co-founder at Experiment 27. And this came from a post in Noah Kagan's Earn 1K group. So when you join Noah Kagan's course, it was like a $1,000 course on how to make money. And he gives you access to this private Facebook group. So back in the day, I posted on there and I was asking if anyone knew how to do copywriting. And Robert got back, and I started paying him to write blog posts for people. And it kept working. We kept selling, and he didn't disappear. So that was my 4th hire, and things just kind of scaled from there. I'm Alex Berman from Experiment 27. Like this video to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel for more B2B sales training. And if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.